Welcome guys to another video here on the ManUnitedDaily channel, and in this one it's the video that I think a lot of you guys have been waiting for, and it's to discuss United have finally announced the signing or re-signing of Paul Pogba from Juventus for a world record fee. And obviously it's been dragging on for a good few weeks, and I think it was more relief anything than any other emotion when United finally announced it. And when they did announce it, half the UK was asleep, because it was announced I think roughly around 1:15 in the morning of Tuesday the 9th here in the UK. And I have to admit that I wasn't up then. I thought all the speculation was that an announcement was going to take place around 9 o'clock, and I thought that would have been a lot of made a lot of sense, because obviously quite a prime time, and absolutely no sort of like sense announcing at 1:15 in the morning. But reports are saying that was when the deal was concluded, so that was when the club or first opportunity they could announce it. So understandable, but nevertheless probably not the most prime time slot they've ever announced a transfer, I guess. But finally has been announced, and it's Pogba, one of the most wanted players in the world. We are, I think we all know what we're getting. A very, very good 23-year-old who's going to transform our midfield straight away, brings that sort of like star factor, and essentially is a match winner in his own sense, where even though he might not contribute directly to goals, he is able to sort of like build up the play and assist, if you know what I mean, the role that Iniesta has the influence over the Barca team, even though his stats suggest that he's probably not as elite level player. So that is the sort of influence and quality that we have bought, and you expect that for the world record fee. And the most exciting thing, I think, is the sort of potential still that Pogba has. Like I said, 23, loads of room to develop himself in all areas. He could become the very best midfielder in the very near future. And his ambition is clear. He wants to win things at United. He wants to win the Ballon d'Or, so he has ambitions, both very ambitious things for both himself and the club. So it's very exciting times ahead for the club. During this interview, I really like how genuine he came across. I mean, he just sounds like he really, is his desire to come back, really, because all the memories he had from the first experience seem to be very positive. The mutual, he says, when he first left the club was a mutual one, where he sort of had to develop his own career when he wasn't getting an opportunity at the club. And looking at hindsight, obviously we don't know how he would have developed himself at United. I think going to Juventus, playing with the likes of Pirlo and Vidal every single week has immensely accelerated his abilities, because otherwise he would have been stuck with the Moyes and LVG era. So we really don't know how that would have turned out, for better or worse. So that's what it is. It's whatever people say, it's a big number for any player. And yes, I can take criticism from all the rivals, all the journalists, really, because at the end of the day, what I think is that money in football is absolutely crazy. Is anyone or any single person even worth 15-20 million pounds worth alone? Anything above that. So you have to take it into relative terms, because football, like I said, is absolutely madness. City, as I'm recording this, just announced the signing of John Stones for around £42.5 million. So football nowadays, especially with the Premier League's money, you have to take it into all relative, and that it's not going to be it's really not, I think, a good way to compare. Say Pogba could have spent that money on a school project or whatever. So all of that is all speculation at this point. We all know that it's a world record fee, but like I said, all the money and that, I can't justify it even as United supporter. I think no United supporter can, but given that United earned the money and they're willing to pay it, there's not much you can say much more about it. I think the best test for any rival fans is that if your club was willing to pay for the money and you got Pogba, I don't think we would be really having this same discussion. Really, we all accept that money's gone crazy, but that's another discussion for another video, I think. Another thing is that Pogba has officially announced that he will be taking the number 6. So I think that was probably the worst kept secret as well. But very, very exciting, all this. I mean, like I said, I woke up this morning and found out that it was been announced. I was like, what the heck is going on? We were waiting this morning because when it got to midnight, nothing was announced, and then everything just got dropped at around 1 o'clock. So yeah, fantastic stuff. United, Adidas, Pogba himself, Mino Raiola all milked it, and they all should be, because given a lengthy speculation that happened in the deal, yeah, absolutely madness, to be honest. I don't know what to say, to be honest. MUTV showed the 2 interviews with him, and I think they're dropping more content during the day, so look out for that on the Twitter page, and yeah, bring more content and coverage as soon as I see them on there. A lot of discussion already about where he play. For me, the best thing would be a 4-3-3 with him, Schneiderlin and Rooney, Pogba on the left of the midfield 3, and I think it's a better way for him and Rooney as well now at his stage of his career to have a 4-3-3 where it is flexible to see whether Pogba or Rooney or both of them at times can sort of like fulfill that number 10 or the secondary midfielder that Mourinho likes to refer to, where they are essentially 2 number 8s where they can bomb up and down the pitch, and Schneiderlin will be a number 6 holding the midfield. So I think that gives them a lot more freedom, and Pogba will be looking to join the attack on as many opportunities as he can, and I think being a 4-3-3 with him and Rooney as essentially number 8s will give them that freedom, while knowing that Schneiderlin or Carrick will be staying back. But I think for my, when everyone is fully fit, I would be hoping to see Schneiderlin there, given his more mobility, and with Rooney and Pogba near him, his sort of like ball playing ability will be less pronounced with them there next to him. So that would be my preference. But Mourinho has been pretty rigid in the 4-2-3-1 that he's been using throughout the pre-season, so that could be another way to go, but I think that might hinder Pogba in some sense. But if you see the Fellaini role at the weekend against Leicester, you could see Fellaini joining, and obviously his sheer size makes him sort of like a natural game plan, if you like. But Pogba, 6'3", 6'4", I think he will have the same impact as Fellaini arriving into the box, as we saw against Iceland in the Euros, that he can get up and power header home as well. So it's an interesting thing. He'll be training today, I believe. I think for Bournemouth, I would say it's too soon, and it's nothing unusual if he's on the bench, I don't think, because if you remember Van Persie, he was also on the bench for his first game against Everton, and then Selleck had another week's training with him, and then he was thrown into against Fulham. So could be the same route as Pogba, but nevertheless doesn't take away sort of like the excitement I think that United have created over this saga. Yes, are we paying over the odds for him? Yes, but are we getting a absolutely brilliant player and potentially one of the world's best players? Absolutely. So exciting times ahead. It's great to see United deliver a big transfer market and signings that we've been craving for the last few years. And you have to give credit as well to Ed Woodward. After all the crap that he has taken during the past few years, he has delivered, and I don't know whether that says more about him, that he was always a bit gung-ho on these deals, or whether it was Moyes and Louis van Gaal sort of like holding him back. So hats off and credit to him for getting all of the Mourinho's 4 fundamental players, as we refer to. So absolutely fantastic day and start to the day for United, and I'll bring you more coverage on the Twitter page throughout the day when MUTV drop more coverage and content over the day as well. So there you guys have it for my sort of like quick view and impression of Pogba. Of course, I'll be talking about more in future videos or blog posts on the website. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, as always, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's ManUnitedDaily, or you can go to the website at ManUnitedDaily.com. Both of the links will be down below in the descriptions box. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.